Introducing Foxclan Publications, stepping into the light.
Hi, my name is Wesley Fox. I'm an author and paranormal investigator. Some of you may have seen me on the television series The Haunting, Season 7, Episode 7, and Season 7, Episode 9, and Season 8, Episode 1.
And my name is Matt. I am a new author, and I'm happy to be part of Foxclan Publications here with Wesley. We're hoping to do a lot of great things with our new books and his old books, and we're also hoping to talk about different events like his paranormal investigations. So we're starting this podcast in hopes that everybody can hear about what we do and what we're hoping to do, and enjoy the stories.
Alright, this is Wesley back with you. Down below, we're going to have a couple links. One of the links is to my family's book, Family Haunting, that got me into the paranormal investigating, and it was actually on a haunting, Season 7, Episode 7, called House of Echoes, A Cursed Family. And why do I say it's a cursed family? Well, then you'd have to read House of Echoes 2 to figure that out. But this is a complete family's true story. I didn't add anything or anything else to the book. And what is in there is a true story that happened in 1983 to my family when I was 8 years old. Yeah, I'm almost 48 now, so that's been almost 40 years ago. God, but alright, I'm going to send you a Matt. He can tell you about his book.
And again, my name's Matt. Pen name in the story is Malik St. Peter, and my story is also somewhat paranormal related, but not quite the same. It's a fictional story based on a real event that happened, a very tragic event. And in my story, a man by the name of Malik, not supposed to be me at all, by the way, a man by the name of Malik is in an unfortunate situation where he's likely about to lose his life, but God tells him that he's getting a second chance, but he has to go back and save people from their murders. So, God's going to send him on specific cases where the person was murdered in Malik's time, but Malik can go and stop the murder from happening. The book was released late last year, and has had some good reviews so far on Amazon. So I do hope people will give this a read, because I am a new author, so getting my name out there is kind of my goal here. Same with Wesley. And but if you go and read the story, you'll find out if Malik's able to be successful and save the life of the unfortunate lady that's based off the real life character that lost her life.
This episode is more of just an introduction to what we got going on and what we are about. We should be talking more amongst each other, but once you get me to start talking, you'll be begging for me to shut the hell up. My wife does all the time. So it's a normal thing.
We just hope to reach a bigger crowd of people. As you heard Wesley say, he has experience with paranormal investigating, and with him being on TV, he actually has some exposure with people that he's never met before. But we want to reach a wider audience because we believe that we have stories to tell. And the next episode, we're actually going to discuss our current projects, because we do want you to be as excited as we are about those projects.
But Wesley's just got to hurry up and get off his butt and finish.
I think I need to do a little bit of the same because I've been stuck on chapter 8 for a while.
See, you talk about me.
We do both work a lot though, so please forgive us if it takes us a little longer than a year to finish it.
Even though mine should have been done a year ago. But I do have a legitimate excuse. It's hard to believe now by hearing me talk and whatever, but June of 2017, or 2017, Jesus Christ, where am I at? June of 2022, on the 27th, I actually had a massive stroke where they had to go in and retrieve 5 blood clots that was caused by a hole that was in my heart the size of 30 millimeters, which is approximately the size of a 50-cent piece. But I have no issues afterwards. Had a little bit of blindness at first, but that's about it. I was saved by the grace of God. That is definitely true.
Didn't you have a neat experience with all of that when you say saved by the grace of God?
You're right. Which eventually, this has got to be a book called Saved by the Grace of God. But what Matt is referring to was when I had the stroke. I worked the night before, so it was about 6 p.m. I went upstairs, go to the restroom, told my wife, hey, when I get done, we'll look at something to eat. Well, I was not on wife, I guess. But she said that there was a voice in her head that said, go check on Wesley, go check on Wesley. And she started to sit back down in the chair, and the voice said, no, you gotta go check on him now. So she ran upstairs and she got me stroking on the floor. And the doctor did say that if she would have been 10 minutes later, that I wouldn't have made it. And then in the hospital, I believe it was the second day after my brain surgery, my wife looked at me and said, Wesley, who are you talking to? I said, I'm talking to that doctor down at the foot of the bed. And she's like, there's nobody there. So I don't know if that was just an experience of God sending someone to let me know that things were going to be okay, or what that was. But that was just kind of a strange experience, even me being in paranormal. That was still a little strange.
And I believe that when it comes to paranormal experiences, that whether it's, the end that we're facing or if we're going to be saved, that somebody, whether an angel or maybe someone in our family, is there to help us through it. And maybe it wasn't a member of your family, but it was somebody that was comforting you because you were like, I'm in good hands. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because I definitely had a lot of confusion. Even after I finally got out of the hospital 2 weeks later.
Yeah.
And now, for my wife, I just deal with an attitude problem.
Well, I think it's safe to say that you've been through a lot this past year. And, even if you feel like it's caused your attitude to slip here and there, I think you've kept a pretty good head about everything. Stroke is a very serious thing, so we're thankful that you're here with us, and now we can do these podcasts together, so that's definitely a positive.
All right, like Rat mentioned a little bit, our next episode is going to be more about our current projects and when might the audience see those projects.
I definitely look forward to talking about that, and I'd also like to talk about
what I found out about audiobooks. I've actually found a unique opportunity, and it's basically part of Amazon, just like Kindle is, and Audible, and it's called ACX. And if you look it up, it should actually be right at the top of your search. But on ACX, there's different options. You can pay for the professionals to record your book for you, but you can also do what's called royalty shares. And sure, each one that shares may be cut about in half, but also the royalties it considers it paid for.
So I don't believe you'll have to pay out of pocket if you do the royalty shares, or if you do, it'll be a reduced amount. I think each book will be different, but yeah, there's professionals that actually audition, so you can take like parts of your book, and you want to pick parts of your book that have multiple people speaking, so you can hear how they do different voices, and then you can choose which professional you prefer. You can also customize your search. If you want a female to speak, whether old or young or whatever, you have all those options. Like, I want an older female to speak, I want an older male to speak, I want a younger male to speak. You can customize all those options for what you're looking for. And then they'll audition, and you can choose which one you like best. And then whatever terms you'll discuss with them. So that's how ACX works. And I think it's really the best option, considering we already have Kindle and our Amazon accounts set up. So, and because we're DIYers, I think anyone could benefit from using this.
Well, and also it's going to get our books in the different platforms too.
Yeah, and like iTunes, I think you can use it, put it there too. There's a few other platforms you can put it on. So yeah, you'll have that recording, and it'll be professional sounding. And because if you try to do it yourself, they have very strict requirements, and you could get through your entire book and they reject it because you haven't met their strict requirements, and then you put in all that work for nothing. So you don't want to just jump in and do that unless you know what you're doing.
Well, hopefully here soon we'll have at least one of my books on Audible, and we'll have yours.
Yeah, it estimated mine will be about 8 hours and 40 minutes of listen time, which it really ain't that bad.
Yeah, that'll probably be about what House of Echoes is, because I think we're close to the same on word count there. Pretty close. Some of the other things that that we want to cover with Foxclan Publications podcast, is definitely some of our investigations, bringing on different people. Eventually Nikki's going to be doing some with us, but she's going to talk about her experiences at Villisca when we do that one. My ex-partner in crime that people see me on with a haunting, Melissa, she's going to do at least one episode when we do it about House of Echo, or not House of Echo, excuse me, Hotel Hell. When we talk about that investigation, we're going to show actual evidence from that investigation, plus probably pictures, some EVPs if Tim still has some. Just a little bit of everything. And the same with Villisca, which we'll have more in Villisca. It's because we had so many more devices going at Villisca. But, that's just saying one, because we've done so many. We'll probably do one on Fairfield County Infirmary with me, Nikki, and Tim. Talk about our fun that we had there.
You've been there several times, haven't you?
4 or 5 now. Quite a few. And we've always had something happen every single time.
I was telling Tim that I saw one of the live streams of that, although I watched it after the fact, but I was watching the live stream that you put up while I was doing my work.
Yeah, so we just want the audience to know that those type of things are coming. With our investigations, some of the evidence, some of the cool things we've caught at different places, and of course several different guests. Tim will be coming on several times, which is our other author from Foxclan Publications. He's got his books he's going to tell us about.
Yeah, I liked talking with Tim. It's too bad that you were unable to join the majority of that stream. We were having a lot of audio issues, so it took us a while to get going, but we finally did. But I look forward in the future when we can all be on at the same time.
Alright. Well, I pretty much said what I needed to say. Figure you can add that in, and we'll go ahead and get up here for now. Unless you got other stuff.
No, not at the moment. Just looking forward to all of our guests, and we'll keep everyone posted when we start having more of those guests on. And I believe our next one will be the interview related to my book. And then, of course, we have plans for one right after that, too. So we have 2 episodes already planned, and we're working on more. So
yeah, I think the Hotel Hell might be a part 1 and a part 2. Because it'll be a long one.
Yeah. Yeah, so that'll be with, what was her name again?
Well, Tim and Melissa on those.
Melissa, that's right. Yeah, that'll be with Melissa.
Which Ballista may end up being like a part 2 too. There's a lot of stuff. Especially if you're adding in different stuff.
Yeah.
Some videos, stuff like that, which will make them even longer too.
Yeah, and those videos will be specifically for our social media accounts on YouTube, Rumble, and BitSlide. Obviously, the podcast won't be able to see that, but you can still tune in to our podcast that I'll have on Spotify. But you can also look at our other platforms if you want to see the videos. So I will only conclude those with the accounts that we show videos on.
Alright, well, I'll get up here so you can get this put together so you can get that episode out.
Okay.
Alright,
well,
now I'm probably looking at AUX or wherever it is. I'll probably look at it tomorrow because I'm going to watch the draft here in a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
Better.
Alright, well, let me know what you think of ACX, and anyone else out there that has thought about making an audiobook, let us know if you have any feedback on it.
So please tune in next time, and as we do more episodes, we'll be a lot more organized than we were today. So well, we appreciate everyone that listens to this. Click on the links below to see our books for sale on Amazon. Make sure you check both of our books out. Give it a read and give us some feedback. We'd really appreciate it. And also interact and leave comments. We would love to hear from everyone. Maybe you have stories to tell us too. Anyways, we appreciate you tuning in today. This is Matt.
This is Wesley.
And you have a great day.